In my last income report, I mentioned that I was going to share all of my total expenses and how much I paid in taxes for my business in 2021. I finally gathered all of the data and I'm being completely transparent with you on how much I spent on business expenses, how much I spent on taxes. It was a lot, but also stick around towards the end because I'm going to share exactly how much I earned in my business income for 2021. Stick around. Hey, what's up guys? It's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush your debt and live payment free. And because I became debt free, I was able to start and successfully start running my own online business from home. So I am in my 5th year of business and I wanted to give you an inside look at how much my expenses are, how much my taxes are, but I wanted to give you an inside look at this in case you are curious about starting your own business, or maybe you're in your first year of business and just kind of looking down the road to see what to expect in terms of costs. So let's go ahead and hop into my business expenses for 2021. I'll show you what I spent money on. Okay, this is a look at all of my expenses. So I put this all in one chart, and so then you can actually see what that breaks down to into a little nice and neat pie chart, which I've never done this before. So this was really helpful for me to look back and see exactly where my money went for business expenses so that I can make better decisions for 2022 and beyond and cut out any unnecessary expenses that I might have. So you'll see that a lot of my expenses really goes towards subscriptions. So I have a subscription to G Suite that hosts my email. That's my email provider. Photoshop, ConvertKit, which is my email service provider. And I was really quite surprised to see that it was 18.5% of my business expenses for the year. I think that's quite a lot. So $1,400 went to ConvertKit, which is hosting and getting all of my email subscribers. And then primarily I use it for weekly e-newsletters. And then also a long time ago, I had set up some email sequences, especially if you're onboarding for the first time. I have a whole sequence to help you with my budget toolkit. So that is still running. I do like that. I just feel like I'm not really taking advantage of ConvertKit like I should, especially because it's $1,400 for the year and it's only going to increase because they have their pricing packages are based off of how many subscribers that you have. The more subscribers that you have, the more you pay for their service. So that's ConvertKit. Another big piece of the pie is my video editing team, and I am super happy to have them as part of like the DFM behind the scenes crew, if you will. I can't believe I can even say that now because at one point in time, it was just me. And that one point in time was not that long ago. So it's just really awesome. I'm really happy that that is a part of my yearly business expense. And I have a feeling that that is going to continue to be a large piece of my expenses for 2022 as well. Also, travel got 12.4%. I didn't do any travel for DFM last year, but I did set aside around $100 per month towards travel and conferences so that I could have it saved up for the following year. So I am planning on attending FinCon in person for 2022, which this year is going to be in Orlando. Even though I did set aside that money, I actually didn't spend that, but I do like to keep it earmarked, and therefore that's where my money went. Another thing that I noticed, like the Envato Element subscription, almost $400. I don't use that. That's really just downloading stock B-roll images and things like that. And honestly, the video editing team can take care of all of that on my behalf. So I really feel like that is something that I could get rid of. And then also software and equipment, I actually invested heavily into that last year by getting a new microphone and a new tripod. And I'm very excited and pleased that I invested that money into my business. If I go back to my 2021 year, you'll see here that I have income and expenses, my SEP IRA CPA deductions, profit, and after-tax profit. According to this, now this is kind of not exact. I'm not an accountant or a CPA, but I think I spent close to $9,300 in the year for my expenses. So that is what, just under 1K a month? It's got to be less than that. $780 a month for my business expenses. Now let me tell you a little bit about the taxes. So for taxes, every quarter I pay a quarterly tax payment based off of what I actually earned in that month. So I set aside 35% of what I made and put that towards my tax payments. I set aside all of that money with a separate checking account with a separate bank, separate from my business checking. So I have like business checking over here with bank number 1, and then bank number 2, I have my business tax savings account, and this bank number 2 is with Novo. I love Novo. It's got a very easy to use mobile app. I can also very easily transfer money from my primary checking account over to that account, and then I can pay my quarterly tax payments directly with Novo. So if you're interested in setting up, you definitely have to keep your business expenses and income separated from your personal expenses and all of that stuff. So personal account, business account, definitely look into Novo if you want to sign up for that. I will leave my affiliate link below. And if you fund your account, you can get $40 on them. It's a great deal. So $40 automatically in your business account with Novo. With that said, with those taxes, and because we just filed our taxes, I learned that I paid $24,095 towards federal taxes last year through my business. That's 15% towards my federal taxes and another 15% towards self-employment tax. I have no idea why they don't have better tax breaks for self-employed individuals like myself. That seems really high for somebody who is literally just working for themselves and supplying so much to others. I wish there was some sort of tax break that I could get. So if you know of one, please comment below and let me know how I can save even more money on taxes. My California state taxes that I paid were $4,016 for the year. Now, when I talked to my CPA about this, she actually told us that our California state income tax really needs to be closer to 6% according to our income levels instead of the 5%. And so I was actually off by my calculations by 1%, which meant that we owed more towards California state taxes this year on our tax return. In fact, we owed close to $2,900 in California state taxes that we owed, and then $900 towards federal. That $900 towards federal was really due to capital gains that Kyle reported from some stocks that he earned money on. And so it just feels like we need to maybe bolster that state tax savings just a little bit more to make sure that we have everything in alignment and we don't owe too much towards our tax returns. So now effectively I'm going to be paying 36%, guys, of my income is going towards taxes. Last but not least, I'm pretty sure you would like to know what my business income total was for 2021. Keep in mind, this was the year that I had my first baby, a little girl, and I had her in mid-March, and then I was on maternity leave for about 4 months and then really didn't pick up full-time work until the fall. So knowing that I wasn't like 100% focused on my income, my job is still pretty incredible because I made $109,919 for the year. I think that's pretty incredible considering it was the year that I gave birth and became a first-time mom, and juggling that, I think it's just really cool to know that how much I was able to earn. But keep in mind, I put a lot towards taxes. Honestly, I'm pretty proud that my business expenses are so low. I think there's a little bit of fine-tuning that I can do there just to make sure that I'm effectively using all of my subscriptions and not just have something on autopilot because it's something I forgot about or I'm just used to. So there's some changes that I can make there. I'm curious to know, are you excited to do this for yourself? Are you self-employed? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want more nuggets of how to build your own business income and live debt-free. I'll catch you in the next one.